We are going to have a bit of a rant today. Nothing new by me. Obviously, I love talking shit into the mic, as you guys already know. I have not been having the best time on Tekken, I'll be honest with you guys. And it's not because I suck at the game. It's not because I'm great at the game. It's not because of anything like that. It's that I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, do you know what? There are so many good games to be playing right now. Why am I playing this game that is barely coherent in its matchmaking, its point system, and just the way it handles itself online? There's a bunch of things that I'm pissed off about right now. Now, I've said previously that I miss death matches, and what you're seeing here is basically the only person that this game let me fight for I don't know how long. Now, I said previously I lost my Tekken God rank and I lost my Tekken Emperor rank because of Lydia plays, which is fine, you know, I don't know the matchup, no problem. She's a new character, she seems very, very powerful. I don't know why those content creators are saying, oh, Lydia's not that strong. Are you guys crazy? Lydia is extremely powerful. That being said, I don't know the matchup, so Lydia players are obviously going to be getting away with murder. No problem. All 4 death matches. But can someone explain to me how the matchmaking is so bad that I ran into this player like 3 or 4 times almost back to back? Literally. You're going to see it in this video. Now, obviously, like I said, because I like death matches, this is a good opportunity for me to learn. But do you guys remember when I made that video and I said that the ranks are usually fraudulent, and people that are saying that I'm in the top 2% of players in the world because I have a god rank don't know what they're talking about? Well, this is proof of it. This is what I was trying to explain to people, but they weren't listening. One thing that I've noticed is that people will make a comment before you've even made your comments on the video. They'll comment on your video before you've even said anything. So for anyone that keeps on doing that, I'm going to try and spell this out for you as quickly as possible before you rapidly run to the comment section to tell me how wrong I am. This Lydia player that you're watching, and it's no shade on this Lydia player whatsoever because I did the exact same thing. This Lydia player got me 3 or 4 times in a row. Now, I don't know how to fight Lydia, and this guy is heading towards Tekken God. Now, the reason that I said that my Tekken God ranking was fraudulent and I don't really feel like I'm in the top 2% of players, hell, I don't even feel like I am particularly great at this game, is because the people that I ran into when I was becoming God were all clueless on how to fight Fengwei. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know left from right. And I could tell when I was fighting them because they let me do whatever I wanted to them. Well, the shoe's on the other foot now. I did not know what was going on in these matches. I was trying my best to adapt. I think in some of the matches I did adapt, but ultimately I just got my ass whooped for about 30 minutes, I think. It went on for quite some time. I'm not even sure if these are all the matches that I played against this player. I honestly ran into them over and over again. What do you think happens if I'm a Tekken King / Tekken Emperor rank because I kept on running into them at different levels? Do you know how many points this person farmed from me? Now, would you say that this Lydia player is truly a Tekken god, or would you say that they just ran into somebody that didn't know how to fight their character? This is the point that I was trying to make. You can't say that somebody is in the top 2% of the players worldwide when they are telling you that they ran into people that didn't know what they were doing against my character. And this is me basically going through the exact same thing. Now, it's not just the matchmaking that I want to talk about here. It is the shambolic point system. I am tired of this point system to the point now where I'm like, do you know what? I'm just going to play Tekken with my stream chat. That's it. Because even in casual matches, if I can't get one of you guys on to play with, if you guys don't have free time, or if I don't have free time and you're texting me to play, I go into casual match and I'm like, okay, I'll just run sets in here because there's no point in incentive. There's nothing in here that's going to make people rage quit. Surely, no. Even in casual matches, I can't get a fucking game past 2 games. They rage quit in there as well. And we've got a little clip in here from a flipping rage quitter that I'm going to show you guys. I also tweeted Harada with it. Funny that Harada is so active on Twitter, but every time I tweet this guy, he doesn't respond to me. Do you know what? I'm a little bit salty about that, Harada. I won't lie to you. I feel like the things that I've said to you, first of all, I've been respectful, but I do think they warrant a response. This matchmaking system, this rank system, this point system is absolutely shambolic by every measure, every metric. It is bad. And it's such a shame because, you know, Tekken 8 is a good game. It is a good game. Someone asked me the other day, Mike, what do you prefer, Tekken 7 or Tekken 8? I didn't know how to answer at the time because I do like the high octane, like intense fights that you can have in Tekken 8. But I thought about it, and I've sat on this question for a while. I can't remember who asked it to me, but whoever it is, I'm sure you'll see this video. And I thought about it, and I thought, man, I was like, do you know what? The primary function of a game for me is to have fun on it. And I remember having a lot more fun on Tekken 7 from the get-go, from day one. This game is much, much more, I'd say, I don't want to use the word stressful because it's a fucking video game and that sounds bitch made, but it's definitely not as fun. And it's because of the environment that Harada and the Tekken team has cultivated online. And you play this game online. It is designed to be played online. Most of us are not going to tournaments. Most of us are not traveling around the world and entering those pro series. We're playing online. And the way they've designed this game online is literally to frustrate the hell out of people. Now, here you go again. Again, straight away with this guy. I'm like, cool, do you know what? No problem. We're similar Tekken prowess. I need to learn how to fight this character. I'm probably going to get knocked back to Bushin at this rate, but it is what it is. But can you explain to me, what is the point in neutering death matches, getting rid of them, if your matchmaker system is so shit that it does it for us anyway? You might as well just implement a more complex and nuanced point system so people can't farm points from people, rather than this. Because guess what, Harada? This guy, and again, no shade on him, did exactly what you didn't want him to. This guy took over 3,000 points from me. Over 3,000. I don't even think that's counting the boosted points you get from winning 3 matches in a row against somebody that has a similar rank to you. He essentially, and not his fault, again, not the Lydia player's fault, because I would have done the same thing. And as a matter of fact, I came across a law player that kept on matching me of him, and I could tell that he just wasn't sure about Feng Wei, and I kept taking points from him. But the exact thing that you didn't want to happen happens now because the matchmaker doesn't even work. So rather than that, why don't you just create a system where you can't just take tons of points from people, but points can be earned in a deathmatch scenario? I just don't understand this. Instead, what they do, what the Tekken team has done, is instead of addressing ranked mode, which nobody seems to be happy about, I haven't met anybody, I haven't spoken to anybody, maybe there's some comments that I've missed, most people do not like this ranked. And what do they spend their time doing? Giving us another dog shit battle pass. The battle pass is rubbish. It's rubbish. It is cowabunga. It is dog doo-doo. There's nothing rewarding about it, nothing good about it. No incentives, no reason to want to play it, none whatsoever. I was watching King J's video on it and I was like, yeah, this is dog shit yet again. And I just want to pop this clip in here quickly because this piece of shit Dragunov player, he beats me in the first game, right? Now, the reason that I'm putting this in here is because I had 5 rage quitters in the last 2 days, and to me, that's too much. But this guy pissed me off the most because he beat me in the first game. No problem. I don't mind losing. Losing is not the issue here. And I said, you know what, I'll lock in for the second game because he didn't seem unbeatable. It just seemed like he was very rush heavy and I played a little bit dumb. I got into my flow chart and he picked me apart. No issues whatsoever, so I rematch him. Obviously, the reason I'm putting this clip up is because I was about to cook this fool and he rage quit on me. Now, someone on Twitter said to me, if you rage quit, you still lose points now. Like, it's gone back to what it used to be, I believe, in Tekken 7, where if you rage quit, even if I don't gain anything, you will lose something. Now, I don't know if that's true, and I asked my friend, who is a serial rage quitter, he's going to rage quit whether I tell him to or not. And I said to him, bro, can you go online quickly? I need to test something now because somebody's just giving me some information that I don't know is entirely true. Can you please rage quit against somebody? He goes to me, Mike, well, what are you saying right now? I said, bro, listen, this is for science. Just fucking do it. So he goes online and he rage quits and he loses no points. So I don't know what this imaginary system is that has been created that has gone under the radar that I somehow missed, where people lose points now where they're rage quitting. But even if that was the case, which apparently it's not because he didn't, I don't know if there's some special circumstance that needs to happen. Even if that was the case, my time was wasted. Harada, listen to me. The bans, I could care less. If you want to do them, good on you. Ban as many people as you want. Get the 6 Arakins and the LTGs and whoever else you want to get out of there. Couldn't give a fuck. My problem is when I decide to take time out of my day to play a video game and I choose your game, I don't want my time to be wasted. And no matter how many people you ban, my time is still wasted if I don't get my points. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm locking into my gamer rage Tekken mindset. When this video goes off, all the people are like, oh, Mike, just go and touch grass, go fuck yourself. I'm doing it for video. I want to convey my anger that I have bottled up towards this game even though it's not that deep. Obviously, it's not that deep. I don't need you to tell me, oh, there's real problems in the world. Shut up. Look at this idiot. He rage quits on me. My time is wasted, Harada. Please fix your ranked mode. Do you know what? If you don't want to award me points when these sort of things happen, why don't you just lock the points behind the game-winning match? Or the match-winning set, or however you say it. I'm stumbling over my fucking words now. Why don't you just lock it in so when the set is over, that person gets the points, and if someone rage quits, they get nothing, and I at least get half. It's such a fucking waste of my time, but as you guys can see here again, once again, Lydia has reared her ugly head. Now, I just popped that little deathmatch in there as a way to break up the video a little bit, but this was going on, this was just continuous. I kept running into this Lydia player. So if your goal was to not have death matches, why does the matchmaking system give me death matches? Just give me a deathmatch system and create a point system within that makes sense, so people are not farming their way to the top, because this is what farming looks like. Again, not the Lydia player's fault, but essentially that is what's happened here. I don't know the matchup. The Lydia players on their way to Tekken God, and they became a Tekken God because of this. Of course they were. They took so many points, and it's so irritating that you won't just fix the ranks when instead you want to give us that shit battle pass. A battle pass so laughable that I actually think the content that you get from Mortal Kombat might be better. And I can't believe I'm even flipping saying that. Now, again, I don't want to come across like this Lydia player is a fraud or whatever. It's not their fault. But when you've got a game with so many characters, some brain rot characters like fucking Alyssa. I know you made Alyssa to hold people's hands. And I'm not shitting on the players. Alyssa's terrifying when you have a player that actually uses their brain, because the character is so brain rot that when somebody actually locks in with her, it is a fucking nightmare. You make all these nightmare scenario characters and then you say, but best of 3. Are you fucking kidding me, mate? No. The rage quitting situation is shambolic. The point system situation is shambolic. There's no real consequences from what I can see. Like I said, I was told that they lose their points. Now, my friend seemed to not lose his points. So to answer the question again of the person that asked me, what's more fun, Tekken 7 or Tekken 8? Tekken 7, because Tekken 7 is not as frustrating as this game. This game exists in an environment where it just serves to annoy you. In something that is so aggressive, so high octane, you create a system to annoy people even more. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Now, I'm anticipating about 5 to 6 years of support for this game. Let's say that we're already partway through the first year, right? So another 5 years of characters and balance patches and changes to the system. And I know I've bit my tongue with Heat. I'm trying to accept it for what it is. I mean, if I had to choose, of course Heat would not be in the game. Of course, if Tekken 9 comes out, I would say yes, scrap it, get rid of it, do something else. I know you tried something new. You know, people try new things all the time. Just look at NRS. Sometimes it doesn't stick. This is one that didn't stick. Now, it's not as bad as it was on day one, so I can at least be appreciative of that. But for God's sake, man, this game is going to get supported for like 5 to 6 years. I am more interested in ranked becoming a more fun place to play, because for everybody's always like, Mike, just go into casual mode, you can have death matches in there. You can't, because these motherfuckers just rage quit anyway. So if I'm going to spend my time playing this game, and look, again the matchmaking matches me up with this Lydia player, you might as well just put death matches in if you can't even make a good matchmaking system, mate. So if I'm going to be playing this game and I don't have anywhere to lock in unless I'm playing with my community, and ranked is the mode that people primarily populate, please fix it, Harada. I am more interested in a ranked mode than Jinpachi. I'm more interested in you fixing the ranked mode than me playing Jinpachi. That's how bad your rank system is. For all the shit that we've given Mortal Kombat 1, its ranked mode is so much better than this. Astronomically better than this garbage. This is actually garbage. This is hot garbage. And for that reason, I said the other day on Twitter, I'm kind of done with ranked. I thought, you know what? Let me just practice a little bit more, because we have got versus fighting coming up in like, I think 2 or 3 weeks now, maybe even less than that. And it's the first Tekken tournament that I'm going to go to. Let me practice a little bit more, but fuck this, man. I'm just going to go back to playing Yakuza. Yakuza, my happy place. I've got other single player games to play. I could play One Piece, Pirate Warriors. There's other things that I should be playing. I've got horror games on Steam. This is just a stressful mess, and it's such a shame because, as you guys know, I love Tekken. I love fighting games, but the ranked mode in this game is diabolical, mate. It's shambolic. It's garbage. It's trash. It's a load of cowabunga. And I always tweet Harada, and I'm like, bro, please fix it. Stop give. You know, I don't even. I like Heihachi. Don't get me wrong, but if you said to me, we're delaying Heihachi for about 2 weeks because we're going to implement a new rank system and it's going to take some time, cool, no problem, no problem. Heihachi can wait. Everybody can wait. Marduk, Jinpachi, whoever it might be, they can all wait. But for whatever reason, I don't know who it was at the Tekken team that said, hey, do you know our rank system's pretty good? Let's just leave it in that state. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, please have a come into Jesus meeting with this person. It's just not right. It's not right. I don't know what else to say. Like you invest all that time, and I don't know how much money into the battle pass. I'm not even sure you invest any money into the battle pass, given the assets in the battle pass being absolutely just tragic on every level. But your matchmaking doesn't work. You've neutered the ranked. Casual is pointless because people just kick you. You literally beat somebody in one game and they kick you out. And I'm like, bro, there's not even points on the line. Let's just play together, and you know the best man wins. Let's lock in. Do you know? I don't even blame the players. I blame Harada. I blame Michael Murray. I blame the Tekken team. They have cultivated a player base where it's just like you can bail. There's no consequences. You know, you don't have to worry about anything. And it never used to be like that before. It never used to be like that before. So I don't know what the answer is, but for me personally, other than playing on stream with my community, after versus fighting, because I've paid for the tournament now, I might as well give it a try, you know, put your best foot forward. After versus fighting, unless there are significant changes to ranked, I think that's it for me and Tekken ranked. And you know what, I was gonna say I'm gonna continue playing in casual mode, but the people in casual mode are wet blankets as well, so you can't really like have any real fun in this game unless you've got a community. Now luckily I have that, so I can message people to play, and I'll probably just stick to playing this game on Sundays with you guys. It's just so disappointing, especially going from like Street Fighter, which, you know, one and dones exist in there as well, but the matchmaking is much better in there. The ranked system is much better in there. I thought Street Fighter's ranked system was going to be quite shit when I saw it initially, but when you get to master rank, that's when the fun begins, and they really did a very good job of it, and it's a very good place to level up. But Tekken is just, you know, it's just garbage, and for everyone's going to be like, oh, it's just salty. It's not the losing, because I think you get better when you lose. You can go back and you can evaluate things, and you got to lose to get better. You have to. So I'm not salty about that. If I was one of those salty people, I would just one and done, you know. Look how many times I've fought this Lydia. Bear in mind, these are not even all the fights against this Lydia. I didn't even put them all in here because I've got to get to the gym. I was like, all right, these are enough clips to illustrate my point, and I can only rant for so long. But it's not about losing for me. It's about being in a system that makes sense and is fun to play. I want to have fun when I'm playing games, and this is no longer fun. This has gotten to a point now where I'm like, your point system is shit. It's not rewarding. People just rage quit on me. It's not as bad as it was on day one. Your battle pass is a joke. You know, Lydia's already hard enough to deal with, and you know, with this Lydia player is fine. You know, he was getting his W's. I don't know what he would have been like if I was beating him, but I've run into some Lydia players as well that just want a one and done. They've just created this playing environment that it just isn't fun to be in, and that is me washing my hands of ranked after versus fight anyway, which is going to be midway through this month. After that, I'm like, yeah, do you know what? I got better things to do. Anyways, guys, that's my rant for the day. I'm going to be streaming SummerSlam later on, a watch party, so stop by for that. But thank you for watching the video, guys. Take care and peace.